A Hoops Education TV production.
Mindset Mondays. The motivation to help you mentally prepare for the week. This week, die to live.
Ever wonder why near-death experiences change people? Dr. Kenneth Ring, a professor from UConn and an expert in near-death experiences, found that despite the differences in the type of people that had them, they all came out with a greater sense of purpose and lived their lives more deeply after the experience. Now, why do you think that is? Well, sometimes you have to die to live. Yes, you must die to live. You see, right now, you are the person you are based on your previous thoughts and your previous actions. If your thoughts and your actions have you in a place that is not satisfactory, then it's time for a funeral. It is time to let go of the person you are today. It is time to put that person to rest. It is time for you to think about the type of person you want to be. You need to have a vision for how that person thinks. And this is the new you. You see, it all starts with a thought. Change your thinking from the person who you are to the person who you want to become. Hoopers, it's time for a change. You see, you have to believe that you are already that person that you want to be. Not that you're working towards it, not that you will be that person when you get to a certain point. You see, because before you can become a great player, you have to think like a great player. And the amazing thing is that once you start to think like a great player, you are one. Now it's time to take some definite actions. You see, you need to start walking differently, and I mean that. When you go to the gym, you need to walk in with confidence. When you warm up, you need to break a sweat. It can't be a warm-up if your body is cold. That just doesn't make any sense. So your warm-up has to get you ready for a workout or a game. That means push yourself. And then when the workout or the game starts, it's really simple what you have to do. You have to outwork everybody. Once your mindset is changed and you take action to mirror that mindset, guess what? Take a look in the mirror because you are a new person. A new you has been born. You have to die to live. It is a funeral and a nativity. What a scene. You won't know whether to celebrate or to cry. I think you should just do both. You should be so excited that you have tears in your eyes. Let me tell you how I put this into action before I even knew what I was doing. Michael Jordan used to say that when he went to play basketball, he would get his teammates involved early in games, right? So when he started to take over, the defense now had to make adjustments. When I read that, I did the exact same thing. Every time I went to play pickup games, I just started to get my teammates involved. And all of a sudden, people wanted to give me the ball back. All of a sudden, I was the playmaker because I got other people involved. It started with a thought that wasn't even my thought. But I took that thought from a great player and I started to think that way. You see, my thoughts had to die to make way for a new line of thinking. My average player self had to get out of the way because the great player inside me was coming out. I had to let the average player die so that the great player could live. You don't hear me? You have to die to live. So today, I challenge you to let the old you go away, to make a way for the new you to take over. You see, the old you is dead, and the new you is ready to show the world who you are now. So go and be that person. A death and a birth. Die to live. Go out there and start living the life of greatness.